Maybe it's this full moon energy, but somebody is super chatty. They want you to know what's going on with them and how they feel about you. Think or say out loud, I allow this reading. And let's find out what the person who is in love with you and wants to date you thinks. Because that is the only person whose opinion would matter at this point. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more for a very long time. I still feel the pain about doing that. Interesting. They have awoken to the realization of how much they sabotaged what could have been an incredible real thing. It doesn't feel like they did anything horrible. It's like they denied their feelings for you and acted so cool, so aloof, like there was no feelings there, and yet they absolutely have been head over heels from you from the first moment they ever laid eyes on you. I just saw this flash image of them going to themselves, like in the bathroom, in the mirror kind of thing. Like, no, you can't hit on this one. Everybody hits on this one. If you hit on this one, you're going to lose the friendship and you're never going to find out. And I'd rather be a friend of theirs and get to keep talking to them and seeing them than have them reject me and have to feel that pain. All right, I'll just be the friend and I'm going to react to nothing. I'm going to just be the bro, and even if it kills me. Like that kind of energy. Bro, gal, whatever pronouns work for you. There's a black cat in my yard. That's epic. And it's just like chilling. That is awesome. One of the reasons that they're head over heels for you is they find you so absolutely attractive. And they can be completely themselves with you to the point that they forgot until they weren't or aren't in your presence how much they mask around everybody else. Now, maybe they're ADHD. Maybe they're AUHD. Maybe they're neurospicy. Maybe they're not any of that, but they've been putting on this persona to be a certain type of person for everybody. Maybe it's been a people-pleasing energy, and then you came in their world and you just almost, info dumped to each other in such an exciting, great way where it was like, and then other people are like, what? And they had a short circuit and try to cut themselves back into the mold that everybody needed them to be in, or they thought so. There is this dynamic of they've awoken from their caterpillar to dragonfly. That kind of difference of like, they aren't meant to stay this little peon of a person, and you triggered that awakening. They want things to be different. You were the love of my life, and I only figured this out now. You were the best thing in my life. I miss looking into your eyes and seeing your soul. I feel like I abandoned you, and I want to reconcile. No one ever loved me again the way you did. I never appreciated you until you were gone. This is a coworker. This is a friend. This is somebody that maybe you met over the summer or last season, whenever this is for you. But I'm promising you, this is not an ex-boyfriend. This is not someone you had anything sexual or romantic in any way with. You might have hoped for, you might have wished for, you might have tried and just got like a cold wall of like, what up, bro? Like there was some kind of friends only, coworkers only, platonic only, to the point where you really thought this person had no interest in you. Meanwhile, they went home every single day or every moment that you're not in their presence or weren't in their presence, being so upset, so frustrated because they really don't or didn't think they could ever be good enough for you. So they immediately put you in that friend zone. Now they're like, but everything, I just saw the colors in the world are less since you're not in the picture. Like there's like romantic heavy duty stuff in their mind. I want you. They're like, the food used to taste better when you were around. Now everything is like tasteless and colorless. There's like weird old school romantic songs. Like, there's a tree on a hill and it's not singing because you're not there. Like the weird sort of like, you might have seen it in a movie or something. Like, I hope that you forgive me one day because I still have feelings for you. I hid who I really am from you, but we will be together again. They do watch your social media. They're concerned that you might have found somebody, which in a way they'd be happy for you and completely disappear if they needed to, because they love you so much that if someone made you happy, even if it killed them, they would still cheer you on. Like, oh, I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to. It just, there's this sweet energy of, they never did you wrong. If you think this is somebody who did you wrong, you need to do a cord cutting with me, because this is definitely not that person. This is somebody who maybe never had a girlfriend or a boyfriend before, and you were like the first possibility, and they didn't think they'd do well enough, or thought that like you'd be like, oh, you were horrible, or like there was an insecurity even though they knew that you wouldn't be bad to them, or there's this woundedness that caused them to keep a distance instead of having you get to be their dream come true. And that kills them too, because now they're also realizing that there wasn't really anybody that can understand their language like you can. And vice versa. They're starting to realize how many people don't seem to even be able to understand the language you speak as a soul. And they're upset that they didn't just immediately be like, welcome, I've been waiting for you, kind of thing. Memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how. I felt and feel so happy with you. You inspire me. The timing just wasn't right for us then. I replay our conversations over and over again. My heart is sad. I love you unconditionally. And they really do. They bury themselves in work or video games or exercise to try to numb and forget. They're concerned about even bothering to come in. They think it might be too late. But their heart keeps coming back to you moment after moment, day after day. I don't know if this has been too long a distance in between. For some of you, it's been a long time. Maybe you just broke up with somebody. Maybe they just did finally, like a divorce. A lot of people are leaving their karmics and waking up to going on their true divine destiny of mate journey, so to speak. But this was never anyone you've kissed or dated. This is absolutely someone that you might not even be able to imagine liked you. You could be like, oh no, they hated me. But they're also giving me flash images of those old school British romance time period movies. Emma and Mr. Darcy kind of stuff, I think is words they're using. Where they had so much chemistry, but they were kind of almost arguing or bickering in a way because there was so much fireworks between them. But they really did always care and like each other. But not in a toxic way. This is not somebody who screamed at you or hurt you or is abusive. Absolutely not. They would never. This is somebody who is such a good soul. Like, if you think it's not that, then you need to really do either a Reiki cleanse with me and a cord cutting, or a cord cutting and some karma work to block out the person that's, you know, you're stuck on. Because very often energetic cords are like fish hooks stuck in your energetic field. And you can't get those out on your own in most cases. Talk about confirmation. I find you so attractive and I can be myself with you came out again. So maybe this person rides a motorcycle. Maybe they just know you like them. Maybe it's a message of it coming in fast. All of you are going to have some differences of what this means and who this is. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. And that is literally just moments where you laughed and they got to see it, or you were happy and spoke to them. Like, it literally is a level of, like, prom queen paid attention to, like, the losers at school, or whatever cliche kind of levels of difference. Like, a goddess paid attention to the guy. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of, whatever pronouns work, however this applies. Use the link in my bio. Book a reading with me. Half-an-hour readings come with a Reiki session, so you could get the 2-for-1 with that. You get a Reiki and a reading so that I'm healing things while we're, you know, going through it. But they really do want to come in and talk to you about this. You can ask your spiritual team to go to their spiritual team to say, yes, come in and communicate with me. That's a possibility. Use the link in my bio, because remember, this is a collective and you have to see what resonates for you. And it's much easier to get a direct